Howdy, this is my psychology and film fictional diagnosis for the movie Fatal Attraction. In Adrian Lyne's Fatal Attraction, Alex Forrest is a book editor in New York City, a bustling and quickly developing hotspot for ambitious individuals. She is unapologetically herself in a male dominated field and has a certain charm that Dan Gallagher, a lawyer, can't ignore, even though he is apparently happily married. After a two-night stand with his wife out of the house, he assumed the casualness of the encounter was understood. When Alex attempts to take her life after he tries to leave, he realizes he got himself into a situation with a mentally unstable individual. Alex reveals she has been with numerous married men, and this cultural norm seems to have allowed her illness to fester and go untreated. Diagnosis. An analysis of Alex Forrest displays all the qualities of an individual with borderline personality disorder. In the 1980s, the period film was set in, mental health reform was huge, but seeking medical help was still unheard of. She could have benefited tremendously from therapy, but she was already facing adversity in the workplace, and admitting she needed help was something she was incapable of and unwilling to do. This illness is more prominent in women, specifically 30 to 40-year-olds. Hispanic and African women are more prominently diagnosed, with the statistics dropping significantly for other ethnicities. While we are unaware of Alex's ethnicity, she fits other indicators. She might have had a family history of the disorder, which also heightens the likeliness of her diagnosis. The stigmas of being manipulative and attention seeking can also repel her from seeking help. And the big city she lives in, of course, the recent mental health reform is leading more people to seek help, but her being a strong woman in a strong career, the culture she's immersed herself in can frown upon her from getting the help she so desperately needs. In individuals with borderline personality disorder, prominent symptoms include suicidal tendencies, angry outbursts, and fear or avoidance of abandonment. All qualities Alex displays throughout the film, which is why a therapist would most likely accurately diagnose her. Her angry outbursts and drastic threats are underlying causes of a fear of abandonment, which isn't directly displayed but implied through these notions. After Dan tries to establish boundaries and leave her home, Alex has some sort of mental break and attempts to take her life, which displays her suicidal tendencies, a direct symptom of borderline personality disorder. This makes Dan stay to ensure her safety. While her avoidance of abandonment is a weak symptom, it's clear certain behaviors are enacted to keep Dan around. For Alex's treatment, I would recommend cognitive therapy as well as an SSRI. The combination of medication and restructuring of her distorted thoughts would attack her illness head on, with the main ethical concerns being the effects of SSRIs. The biggest barrier that would prevent treatment would be her realizing that she had a problem and being rational enough to come in for help with her lack of support and emotional stability. A broader perspective. From what I have learned in class and applied knowledge from research, it is obvious the director is trying to portray borderline personality disorder in Fatal Attraction. While it is on the more extreme side of the illness, Alex's actions are possible when a person is left alone without treatment. However, this extreme portrayal can spread a negative attitude and stigma towards the disease and people that have it. While it is good to educate people on the disease, extreme showcases can have less positive effects. Thank you.